it's not only intolerable, but people are angry. I'm sure you guys are too. I'm angry. I know, and the fact is, we need that anger. We need that to compel us to move forward. It helps us push through this pain and reach the other side to hopefully greater progress, equality, and inclusion and opportunity in our country. But we're also seeing a justifiable public outrage and protests turned to acts of needless destruction in cities across the country, which are not justified. I think we all agree that the act of protesting should never be overshadowed by the reason we're protesting. It shouldn't drive people away from the just cause that protest is meant to advance, but violence that endangers lives, guts local businesses is no way forward. And as mayors, you all are responsible for shaping how your cities respond. And it's got to be incredibly difficult finding the balance between keeping people safe, protecting public spaces, while acknowledging the incredible pain and legitimate anger that is the root of these protests.
There are so many reactions and emotions that arise from that. And look, we've had our fair share of dark days in Chicago around police violence and shooting. But I do think it's important for us to not allow forces of darkness to conflate people's righteous anger and need to express themselves in their protected First Amendment rights. That's something that's sacred and that we need to support and uphold. But we need to separate those folks, which I think are the vast majority of people that have been out in the streets. We need to separate them from the lawlessness. What I'm hearing from business owners small business, black and brown, who sacrificed pennies every day, every month to get to a place where they could open up a building and really give expression to their life's dream, seeing that disappear in an instant. That's pain too. And we need to make sure that we are there and supporting for him. We are launching a whole array of city services to go into our neighborhoods today to help them clean up and rebuild. We made a $750 million commitment to these same communities to rebuild, and we are more resolved than ever to make that happen and really to bring more resources. But we're all hurting today.
You know, protesting is a natural American response to injustice, and but burning down communities is not, and violence that endangers lives is not, and violence that guts and shutters businesses that serve the community is not. And you all are on the front lines, and what support and resources do you need from the federal government right now? Mayor Lightfoot, you talked about, and I think I wrote it down correctly. You talked about the city committing $750 million to rebuild. And so I hope we collectively can keep the pressure up, because I think that I don't think this can continue without the public across the board just rising up, because this president and some of the leadership in the Republican Party are just so far off. But look, you know, I'll end by saying, you know, and I know y'all have got to get back to work, and thanks for taking the time to talk to me. But look, we have to build back